Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really pivotal moment in AI's evolution. We're talking about the leap from a helpful assistant to a powerful, autonomous agent, one that can actually think, create, and solve problems all on its own. This, right here, is the AI tipping point.
Okay, let's just jump right into this, because what's happening right now isn't just some small improvement. We are at a genuine inflection point, a moment that completely changes what we thought was possible. And it all kicked off with something that honestly seemed impossible just a few months ago.
We are talking about a leap in capability that is so huge, it's making even the most brilliant people on the planet stop and say, wait, what just happened? This isn't a sci-fi movie. This is happening right now.
And what's so fascinating here is who is saying this. This is Terence Tao, a guy people call the Mozart of mathematics. He's literally one of the greatest living minds on the planet, so when he says something profound has changed, you know it's not just hype. It's a signal that we all really need to pay attention.
So to really get the size of this, we need to talk about these things called Erdos problems. Think of them as the Mount Everest of math puzzles. They're not about just crunching numbers. They require these deep, subtle insights, a totally new way of looking at a problem, the kind of creative thinking that, well, we all thought was uniquely human.
So out of all the known Erdos problems in the database, this huge collection of human intellectual challenges,
2 of them have now been solved by AI. On its own, autonomously. And this happened in just the last few weeks. This is that WTF moment we're talking about. The proof that AI can now generate brand new, human-level insights. And it's all happening way faster than anyone ever predicted.
So you have to be asking, how in the world did we get here so fast? This massive jump isn't just about building a smarter chatbot. It's about a completely new way of working, where AI acts as an autonomous agent, a co-worker you can actually delegate tasks to.
This slide right here, this explains everything. The old way was like a back-and-forth text conversation. You were the one doing the real work, just using AI as a tool. But the new model, it makes you the manager. You delegate the goal, the AI creates and executes a multi-step plan, and you just review the final product. It's a total flip.
And check out how this new speed works in the real world. A team saw some weird user behavior. Developer is using a coding tool to manage files. And in just 10 days, they built and shipped an entirely new product for the rest of us. And the crazy part? They used their own AI tools to build it. This is agentic AI in action, and it's a complete game changer.
So this new power isn't just for simple stuff like organizing files. It can now handle the entire range of complex knowledge work. So, what if we take this a step further? What if you could automate the whole process of starting a business with just one prompt?
Well, a researcher actually did this. They gave an AI agent one high-level goal: build me a business. The AI came up with the idea, wrote every line of code, created the marketing copy, and then handed over a single executable file that launched a fully functional e-commerce website.
The instructions were crystal clear. The human's only job was to run the final program. The AI had to handle everything else, all the creative work, the strategy, the technical stuff. And it did. It took on the role of an employee and just delivered the finished product.
So here's the point that should really get your attention. If an AI can take a vague idea and on its own turn it into a business that makes money, then basically any job that's about processing information is now on the table for automation. And this is exactly where this idea of vibe coding becomes so important.
So if the AI is handling the how of all this knowledge work, what's left for us to do? Well, the most critical human skill completely shifts. It goes from doing the work to directing the work.
This is the new literacy. And no, it's not about becoming a programmer. It's about becoming an architect of outcomes. It's the skill of communicating your vision, your intent, your vibe so clearly that an AI agent can take it and execute it perfectly. Now, what's really cool about this is the philosophy behind these new tools. They're designed to be anti-slop. They don't just spit out a messy first draft that you have to fix. They deliver a finished product, but this forces you, the user, to be really thoughtful up front. Your job is to steer the ship, not to swab the decks. And this is exactly why vibe coding is going to be the essential skill of the next 5 years.
And look, this isn't just a one-time breakthrough. This new era of AI agents is just getting started. We are on an accelerating curve where the pace of change itself is speeding up like crazy.
Recent analysis shows that the time it takes for these AI agents to double their capabilities has been almost cut in half. We've gone from a 7-month doubling time to just 4 months. Just think about that. The progress is compounding at a blistering new speed, and we're only at the beginning.
Okay, let's put that acceleration into perspective. If this trend holds up, in just a year and a half, a single prompt, a single act of vibe coding, could direct an AI agent to complete a project that would currently take a skilled professional an entire month. Let that sink in. One prompt, 1 month of work.
So, the real takeaway from all of this isn't fear. It's about preparation. The whole paradigm has shifted. Your value is no longer just in executing tasks, but in your ability to direct these incredibly powerful new agents. The future of knowledge work is already here, and it's all about managing intelligence. So the question isn't, will AI take your job anymore? It's, are you ready to be its manager?